Okay, boys and girls, this is my sailboat I just bought. Took 2 weeks, paperwork and stuff. I so love this having a furling jib, which, because of its size, it's a Genoa. It's basically a huge jib, but I still call it a jib. If I wasn't so picky, I'd say this is good to go. But the mainsail is old school, and I would love for it to have either an in-mast furling mainsail or a boom mainsail. I looked in on the boom mainsail replacement, and it costs about the same amount of money as I paid for this sailboat. So my next option is to do lazy jacks. That way, when I lower the mainsail, it will basically fall straight down on the boom for me to tie it up. Because without that, it's quite a bit to manhandle. And for me to do that and get at the what I call anti-collision light, they call it a steaming light for a sailboat or something like that. But for me to do that, I need to install mast steps, all the way up to at least the light. Someone will say, "Oh, you don't need to do that. You can get the seat and hoist yourself up." And I'd much rather not be dangling. But anyhow, that's pretty high up there. This is the anchor locker. And if this was a trimaran, I call these bumpers, but they call them fenders. But if this was a trimaran, I'd have these fenders in the outriggers instead of in there. The Dodger came with it. It's seen better days. Depending on how much money I have left. I'm thinking of only replacing it with a hard one, and have it go back as a Bimini also, which is basically a making this a covered deck, which is nice because I won't be in the sun all the time when I'm out. Unless, of course, I want to sunbathe, which I don't, but I could sunbathe on the deck. It's got a autopilot right there. Can't really see the screen that good in the bright sun. There's some other stuff right here which needs to be updated. Updated with software. There's the inboard engine control. I need to take care of all the lights. They're all the exterior lights are burned out. Okay. You can tell I'm not a professional boat shower. Alright, now I can see the screen. This is the back cabin, rear cabin. And I suspect somewhere in here is the inflatable dinghy. And you got all these extra cushions for like sitting on the deck. The engine is right here underneath the steps. I don't feel like undoing it, but you can see it in other Catalina 36 walkthroughs. Got a nice little kitchen or kitchenette, full-size sink, a stove that I forget the terminology right now, but it walks as the or swings as the boat swings. Got food storage here, which that won't be enough, so I'll be using the rear cabin for that. Got a refrigerator. Microwave. Oh, and it's also got an oven too. Navigation station and electronics or power station. I need to get a better inverter because that sucker is only 600 watts and they don't have it wired to anything. They just have 2 plugs. So when I'm on the sail, if I want to use the microwave, I'll either have to have an extension or do some rewiring. Got a little sitting booth right there, and an even bigger sitting booth here with a nice table. But that table can also be lowered down, and put cushions on it, and this would be a nice big bed. And I'm thinking about doing that, being reminiscent of the way I was living in the apartment. Only even better, because I don't have to walk around too far from anything. Oh, I'm planning on getting a 36-inch TV and put it right there somehow. This, for me, is very impressive. It's basically a regular 3/4 bathroom instead of just a rinky-dink head. There's shower head there, marine toilet, thank God. I didn't want a porta potty or a composting toilet. So this is real. This is actually this room. Oh, it says head right there, even though I say it's a 3/4 bathroom. This makes it all worthwhile, actually, because the small trimmer ends I was considering was quite small, and this has a door which doesn't latch. We took off the latch for some odd reason, the doorknob and stuff for some odd reason. But I don't think I'm going to be using this much. And this is a pretty nice V-berth, actually. And it's got a hatch right there. You can call it a skylight or whatever, but or escape. It's supposed to be able to escape out of that. And here's some of the extra cushions. Oh, that right there can also be lowered down and turned into a bed. I think on the sailboat data.com says that it can comfortably berth 7 people. But actually that'd be 2 here, 1 here, 2 there, and 2 in the back. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. But anyhow, now I have to do some things. Hopefully it won't take me too long. That hotel is costing me, initially it was going to cost me $2,500 a month, but they failed to explain that they charge for parking. So it's around $3,000 or more. But, oh, and this headroom. I don't know if you can see, but this headroom is pretty good. No scrunching down or anything. It's also got a couple of curtains, 2 ports, 3 ports that's missing doesn't have curtains, but it's pretty good. I definitely can live in this for the rest of my life.